Start rolling over there and over here. What's up, everybody? Welcome back with another video. The market is down. Everything is crashing, my bro. How much did you lose? How much did you lose? Or did you win? It's a big difference. It is a big difference. Today, we are going to go through the market. Let me see. How to play the crypto cycle this time. That will make you come on top every single time when we have a bear market. In fact, I love the bear markets more than the bull markets, and I will show you. Now, before we do, make sure to smash that like button, hit the subscription, and the ding ding ding, the notification, so you won't miss out on any future video that I'm going to be releasing down the road. And follow me on Twitter at TCP Crypto, where I drop jokes, news, updates, and also urgent calls about the crypto in general, specifically Pulsechain, PulseX, because I love PulseX. I love PulseX. And in my next video, I'm going to go through the details of why I love PulseX and why I think PulseX will be your best opportunity to become a millionaire in the coming bull market. However, we are not speaking about PulseX right now. We are speaking about the market in general. What is going on? Back, I believe, in February. Let me show you. Back in February, I said to people, stable coins now. And people laughed at my tweets, and people start DMing me and telling me what's going on, TCP. Stable coins? Who cares about stable coins? Take a look at us today. The same people who laughed back then, they wish they actually followed that tweet to the actual dot. They will be in 10 times better position today. When you try to warn people, they're not interested. They're not interested. They all want to see the gloomy, glorious picture, the pinky rainbow stuff surrounded them so they can keep surrounding themselves with bubble. And this is not the reality. And I tried to warn people because I know I'm seeing things coming on the way. First, you need to follow the correct person. Second, you need to train yourself to be comfortable with the opposite opinion, because that's how we evolve. That's how we reach a beneficial end. Just a point of reference. Take a look at us today. Let's go and take a look at the actual market. What is going on? TCP, Bitcoin is dropping, Ethereum is dropping, and here, meanwhile, let me go ahead and take a look at what's going on in the market. Take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is hovering right now at a 20 at the time of filming this video at 20K. Ethereum at 11. Previously used to be Ethereum at 900. There is a little bit of a resistance, I would say, at this moment, but we are not out of the water yet. The stock market is crashing, crypto market is crashing, inflation is up. Companies, we start hearing companies that are already firing people, interest rate is up. The actual real estate is what comes next. With all of this going on, TCP and people who have actually been accumulating cash and in the stable coins, been chilling, laughing all day long, waiting for Bitcoin and Ethereum to dump even more. Because guess what? We're gonna buy more. That's how you become rich. Don't tell me about the 100x or the 1000x or 10,000x opportunity, because that's so slim. And the chances are, if you get it once, it's really hard to repeat itself the second time. But understanding how the market works and understanding how the geopolitical events affect the actual economical cycle, and then you understand how to read the technical analysis, not only for Bitcoin, but for the entire market in general, then and only then you will understand All right, got these checklists. If I get 7 out of 10, I'm doing this strategy. I'm moving my money. I'm selling that asset. I'm putting the brake on buying that asset regardless of what people are saying around me, because guess what? We have a factual data that Bitcoin at its cycle, now it missed actually its cycle by, I would say, a couple of weeks, but now it's actually following its cycle. How far you think Bitcoin can go? I said it in my private Discord with my people, always, all the time, giving them an updates, right? That's a different story for a different video. All of what I can tell you is what's in front of me. All what I can tell you is based on actual and factual analytical data that I accumulated during all of these years in the crypto. What I'm seeing here is Bitcoin going through its downtrend cycle, taking all the cryptocurrency market with it. Now, we understand that. We have a point of reference for that. But our point of reference is crypto and Bitcoin doing its own thing, but in somewhat normal situation. What do I mean by that? Well, in 2013, we didn't have a war in Europe. We didn't have inflation as high as today. We didn't have a pandemic issue still going on. We didn't have a supply chain issue. We didn't have a gas and energy issue. 5 international big issues. Now stay with me, stay with me. 2017, we didn't have that issue. 2020, we start having the first issue, which is the global pandemic. But it was so short. Why? Because the Fed stepped in and started the printing machine, and before you know it, the market reversed, everything started going up. Now it's the opposite. Now we have the Fed also stepping in, but guess what? Not to print more money, because that actually caused the inflation, but to tamper on inflation. And how you do that? Raising the interest rate, start bringing back that money to the bank. Now here's the deal. When you raise interest rates with all of the issues that we just mentioned, it's just bad timing, because you have already a fragile market has been built and pumped by printing more dollars, by QEs, right? Quantitative easing. And coming in where all of these things are happening and tempering it down and start tightening spending, man, oh man. And coincidentally, it's with the Bitcoin downtrend cycle. When I look at Bitcoin right now, I see a fire with the 5 gallons of pure jet, not only gasoline like the one that you and I are using in our cars. It's pure jet fuel. Jet fuel. It's a next level. 5 gallons. Each of these 5 international issues that I mentioned are indeed a gas on the flame. Now take all of that, put it aside. Take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at a 20. Man, oh man. Now I used to do technical analysis years ago. So I understand graphs, I understand investors' behaviors. And this graph is obvious. It tells you that we are heading a huge bump and we are heading way down than 20K. Now, if you think 20K is a support, Bitcoin's 13% today, yay, we found our support. It's not. Don't be surprised. Now, I love to be wrong, by the way, because no one can tell you the future. I don't have a time machine put on my wrist so I can travel in the future, see what's going on, come back and tell you my predictions. No one can. No one can tell you exactly what's going to happen. And the 20K, give or take, was 19 or 20K. Now there's some sort of, it's just like, different opinions based on the graph and the source of the graph. But 20K was indeed the 2017 top. Now, tops usually don't form a support, right? Now we bounced out of that. Where is the support for Bitcoin? Now, the support that we get for Bitcoin, in my opinion, is at 10K. That's the support. So remember, we are on 20K. We just have a 13% jump. We hit actually 18K for a moment and we jumped out of it. Let me take you down. There you go. We hit actually 17K and we jumped out of it. Now, next thing you know, you're going to hit 15K. You're going to hit 10K. And TCP, will it go lower than 10K? Everything is possible. Everything is possible. I mean, taking a look, you need to learn, you need to understand that everything is connected in this age. Things that happen in a different continent, it may not affect you directly, but wait a couple of weeks or a couple of months and it will affect you one way or another. And so at the current events, at the status quo that we have, Bitcoin can go all the way to 10K. Now, if we have a different event, then we may actually see Bitcoins hit numbers that I cannot really think of right now. Numbers that, if I say them right now, you'll be laughing. You'll be saying, it's impossible Bitcoin will hit these numbers. So don't be surprised. The thing is, don't be surprised. Let's take a look at Ethereum because this is what I'm really, really interested at. Really interested in accumulating ETH this time around. If Bitcoin goes all the way to 10K, just 10K, I see ETH at 500. But if we got ETH below 400, boy, oh boy, that's the sweet spot. There's absolutely no support for ETH. Next support for ETH is indeed $336. Imagine you got ETH, $336, and next thing you know, they finished the merge, they upgraded, and when you finish the bear market, markets start reversing, you do the calculation. But guys, listen, what I want to tell you is this. It's really important to be educated. It's really important to follow the right person. This may be once in a decade opportunity. Yes, the actual downtrend cycle where crypto loses 90%, 95%, sometimes disappear, happens every 3 to 4 years. Prepare yourself, educate yourself, because if you're not educated, you will be following the wrong person at the wrong time, doing the wrong things. And you're going to end up holding an empty bags. And don't sell me that bullshit that I'm holding to the end, because where is the end? When is the end? What is the end? It's relative. It's something that is different from one person to another person. Now, if you have an unlimited supply of money, that is something completely different. But if you want to come on top every single cycle, if you want to make money in this game, you need to understand how to play the game, right? It's game. You need to understand how to play it. First, you need to understand what it is, how it works, how to play it, and also how to minimize your losses. That's half of the game. I'm about 70 to 75% finished with my course. Teaching people that's half of the game, half of you making money. Not only making money, but sustaining the level that you actually reached is by minimizing losses. It's not by keeping making that 100x, 100x, 10x, 1000x, 10,000x. It's just not sustainable. Sometimes it goes up, things are booming, going up, and then they go down, and sometimes it goes down and flattening for years. For years. So you cannot hit the blackjack every single time. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand this. You are making money now. When people are selling, you come in with the bags of cash and you buying 90, 95, 98% discount. I don't care what other people are saying during the bull market, because everything is making money during the bull market. You don't follow the guy who just made 2x, 50x, 100x. No. You want to build your cash reserve for these days. So you can go in, you need to hold it for a couple of years for its next booming. That's how you make that 1,000x, 10,000x. I know it's simple, but it's hard at the same time. Because what's end up happening, people are buying in. Let me tell you where people usually buy. Let me tell you. The majority of people in crypto, the majority of people are buying right here. See that? See this point right here? They go in right here. And they will enjoy this euphoric, all right? You enjoy this jump from, I don't know, 3,000 to 4,000. And they think that it's gonna keep going up. And when it dips, guess what? They sell, and they sell at loss. You know when they sell? They sell as soon as it hits below their entry point. So they will be holding a couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months, and guess what? For nothing. Most likely on a loss, because at the time they get out based on the project, they'll be going out on a loss. I don't want you to do this. I don't want this to happen to you. Most of the smart people, when they see this euphoric thing, they don't buy. They don't go in. You will hear a lot of cockroaches going out, selling and shelling and telling how good and awesome, doing their marketing things. But smart people, they don't buy here. Smart people will let it chill. In fact, smart people only buy during the bear market. Mark this word, right? So they will let it chill, and smart people buy here. Smart people will get in early on good projects. Very early on good projects. That's why I want to give my followers private Discord and the course. I want to tell people, teach them how to get in, how to analyze projects, and also how to get in early. A shady project. So you need to understand how to win this game. There's two kind of world in the crypto. There's the short term and there's the long term. And you need to play them both based on your financial situation. Long story short, you need to be educated. This is once in a decade opportunity. If the market keeps dipping, if Bitcoin actually breaks below 10K, 8K, 7K, I think this is a great time for us to build our backs, to have a solid foundation for the next bull run. Now, this may take weeks, months, or maybe years, right? So you need to be prepared. I wish you luck. I wish you all the best. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button. Have a great day. Take care.